Johnny.
It's Johnny Cash. Hey, baby.
Hey. I was just trying to fill everybody out, see how everything goes.
Are you ready for it, man? I'm definitely ready, bro. This season 2 about to be crazy.
Girl, Tara J, y'all already know I'm coming with it, and I ain't keeping my mouth closed this season. I'm gonna tell y'all just like it is. Period.
How you doing today? I was in the area, so I looked up her name on the family tree. You familiar with Robinson Cuckoo?
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and a giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus.
Hey y'all, what's good? It's your girl Tara J with HotxxMag Online Radio. Okay, listen, you guys. It's been a day. Okay, it has been a day. I'm tired. Okay, I can't stress it enough. If you're a mom, if you're a business owner, if you work a job, you know what I'm talking about. I'm tired. Okay. On top of that, as y'all know, it's springtime now, and allergy season has started, as y'all can see. So, I'm dealing with real bad allergies. So please excuse the appearance right now, you guys. But it ain't about me, so it don't even matter. Tonight we going live with Nani. Okay. We going live with her tonight, and I'm super excited. I've known her for years. Okay. She makes really dope music. She has a new song out, which I know that y'all heard because I see it on everything that I log on to. But that click. Okay, that click is out there. And I hope that y'all clicking on this interview. I know it's real nice outside and people are filming and doing a lot of other things. So the people who are tuning in right now, appreciate y'all. Shout out to the people on Facebook. Shout out to the people on YouTube. YouTube count is not up right now for some reason, but shout out to y'all for tuning in. And shout out to the people who will tune in later. This is something you don't want to miss out on. Okay. Again, Nani is a music artist, dope music artist, but not only that, but she also has some things coming up in the city, okay? And I know y'all been seeing the flyers. I know y'all been seeing her talk about it. She been doing giveaways. Listen, I'm saying a little bit too much. I know y'all want to hear from the queen herself. So let's bring her live. Hey, girl.
What's up, queen?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. You rocking that hair color.
Thank you, girl. Look, it looks a mess right now. I'm tired.
Girl, compliment you, though. When I first see you post that hair, I was like,
Thank you.
no problem, girl. I'm tired, girl. Everything you said and all the above.
Okay. Like, we need some sleep. We need a vacation.
Word when you a boss.
Okay. No,
Girl,
but for real.
Rock star life.
No, but for real. And I was telling the people, like, especially, of course, being a mom and doing, you have a 9 to 5, if people have a 9 to 5, I don't know if you do, but people do.
I just picked up on a job. This is my second week. I homeschool my three children because I don't like Pittsburgh's curriculum with the school system, the educational system. I feel like they just pass our black kids along, you know. So
Yeah, no,
this,
yeah.
my daughter, she's on the spectrum. They said she'd be nonverbal. My girl is talking to me every day. So,
Yes.
it's a journey and I be tired, but them three are worth why I do all that I do.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's interesting. So you actually homeschool your kids. That's interesting.
Yeah, I love PA Cyber. So my oldest, he's 8 years old, and he's actually my videographer. I'm actually
Oh,
trying to you inspire me getting your baby, down with the craft young. I said, what my son love always holding the camera. Why not get him invested in that? You know what I mean? Rather
right.
than being your everyday black man stereotype. So me and my son, we're just close, and with him, he was dealing with a lot of bullying, and he came home one day and he's like, "Hey, mom." He was like, "I know I got to toughen up in the world, we live in, but it's disturbing my learning. I'm not catching on to anything. I just feel like I'm going to school to go there." And
Right.
"Oh, baby, how would you feel if mommy was your teacher?" And I was like, "I'm a little spicy, you know what I mean? I'm a little hard." And like, "Mom, I rather that. I really like to learn." So we've been at it the last 86 days.
Wow.
They
Oh my goodness.
know because they literally mark every day you log on. So,
Wow. Wow. Congratulations to you. That's
oh,
dope.
girl, it's hard, but it's rewarding, especially knowing that I can teach my son things that others can instill in them.
Right, exactly. Oh, that's dope. And then you get to spend more time with the babies because you're teaching them.
I love it. My youngest, he already knows his colors and alphabet. My daughter, when she first got diagnosed with autism, they're like, "Oh, she's not gonna be able to talk and communicate and this and that." And I'm like, "Look, I'm not going off of the books. I don't treat my daughter like she's disabled. I talk to her how I talk to you. And because that she has such patient parents and parents that's willing to go, the extra mile. Shout out to my husband, Quentin James. Our baby is flourishing every day. So,
Yes, I love that. Congratulations to y'all and shout out to y'all because parenting is not an easy job at all.
girl,
And then you mentioned something also that I'm sure is a challenge, I would say. When you were saying how like your baby deals with autism, and a lot of people don't realize it's not easy. That alone isn't easy. And I want to say salute to you because
thank you.
you don't treat her any different. And that's the best part.
And thank you. And don't and what I mean, even with the challenges, I feel every human being on this earth is different. We reciprocate information different. So
Mhm.
taught me to look at life in her perspective and her lens. So a lot of times I'll be the only one in the room that can understand her, or my husband. And now at this point, shout out to my homie, slash my management, Chop. He's logged in on here. Chop be taking the time because he has a job in that field with special needs. So some stuff he
Yeah.
me and I'm like, "Oh, okay, all right, bro. It's rewarding. I wouldn't trade my babies for the world."
Yes, huge shout out to Chop. Okay. Shout out to your husband, Quentin. And shout out to you.
Thank,
Teamwork make the dream work.
thank you, bro.
You're welcome. And I mean, I know right there, y'all, shows that she deals with a lot, with the homeschooling and everything. But it doesn't stop there because I was letting them know on top of that, you're a music artist and you've been doing it for a couple years now.
Girl, in all honesty, I've been doing music since I was 8 years old. I'm 29. So it's 2 decades in. But I recently took it more dedicated. I took a pause 3 years because I was being a mom. When my daughter got diagnosed and then we were dealing with financial hardships, my mind wasn't on it. It was just like, hey, when am I going to have time when my babies, I'm playing tug of war with my man, my babies.
Right.
So I lost the passion. And then recently, last year in May, one of my closest friends passed away. And that was my reality check. Like, Noni, is either you go hard and say that you tried or sit here with regret. And we were excited about making it to 30 this year. We were like, we had our kids knocked out the way, so we gonna have a hot girl summer at 45. So I still carry her in my heart every day. But that a lot of times people take a loss and they downfall. I
Yeah.
took a loss and I said my friend Ro wouldn't want me dwelling on it. My friend Ro wouldn't want me depressed. She wouldn't want me to go harder. And she used to always cuss me out like, sis, why'd you stop your music? You're actually good.
Yeah.
So that was honestly my drive to pop back out. And then that's how Click Click came about.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So before we get to click, I do want to say, rest with God to your friend. I'm sorry for your loss because that's definitely tough. Whether it's a friend, family member, or anybody that you lose special to you.
My condolences, with your mother, because
Thank you.
I was there when you had your baby. You know what I mean?
You
So
were.
she would be so proud of the woman you became and all that you're going to achieve and prevail in your life.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, girl. Yeah, that's so funny, y'all. No, for real. Nani really did pop up at the hospital. That was so funny. And oh man, I still thank you till this day. That was so sweet.
Bravo, girl. It's so funny because she was in a bed and you're like, sorry how I look. I'm like, girl, you just pushed the baby out. What you mean?
Y'all, oh my gosh. No, I really was.
Your mom was looking at you like you was crazy. She looking at me like, what's she sorry for? She just pushed the baby out her hoo-ha. Like, you look like America top model. Some girls these days do. I just seen a girl get her wig installed. I said, oh, you got that.
Okay. Like, listen, I'll tell you one thing from experience. And if you're a mom too and you're tuned in here, how were you during delivery of your child? I know one thing. I didn't care about my hair at that point.
Ooh, that epidural had me feeling woo, woo.
Yeah, do it every time.
All 3 kids. So many people be, why didn't you have them natural? Because I'm not a thug.
No, for real. That's a different type of different, okay? Shout out to everybody tuning in. I see Chop. I see Malik Long. I see Jazzy B.
Oh.
I see J Dub DMG. What's poppin'?
Tuning in, you guys.
Yeah. So, now we can go to the favorite part of this discussion. And I keep saying her name wrong. I've been doing this for years, y'all. I say Nani. It's Noni, right? Yeah, I've been doing this for years.
It's all good. I know you mean well. I'll just be like, as long as she call me about something similar, we good.
It's so funny because she said it a minute ago. She was like, Noni. I said, oh, now I know better by now. But y'all, so we're gonna forget about we're not gonna forget about the Nani because that's still important. But Noni just dropped a hit not long ago, and it's all over social media. That's right. That's that click, y'all.
Oh, thank you, sis. That's like I feel like all of my kids are like my children, so it's like with Click, it's funny how something can get enormous buzz in one of the worst times of your life. And
Yeah.
like my friend passed, I was homeless. Everything was just bam, bam, bam. And it was like my back was against the wall. And I literally was like, is either pour all this pain into something productive or you gonna be like how you used to be. And I used to drink. That was my outlet. Like turn up, I often the strong ones like you and I, we mask things, and I got tired of masking. So when I was just in the kitchen, I was staying with a good friend around the time and I was just writing. And then I told my husband, I said, I gotta keep her legacy going. I said, if this is a hit, I'm gonna make sure part of the royalties go to her kids. So I just kept pushing, pushing, pushing. And it's hard being homeless, trying to get things going because I was like, I'm not dropping this song unless I have full ownership of the beat. So when I found the beat, it was some guy in Europe on my Instagram, and I like his versatility. So he does pop, but he'll have an R&B beat, but he'll have a hip hop beat. And my biggest thing, I'm like, shout out to Pittsburgh, but I'm always looking for the next level. So when I heard him, I'm like, ooh, dude, you're dope. Like, what's your pricing? How can we do business? And most of his beats are my album now. So album, I'm trying to drop it. My goal was to drop it by my 30th next month, but who knows? The mom life been having me off.
Yeah. And there's no rush. You know what I mean? There's really no rush.
It's
You
so
can't rush perfection.
and that's what my best friend Sharp always says. I'll be like, I'm gonna drop this project this time. And he's like, this, it's okay to take your time. He was like, you're making your comeback, do it right. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's a very personal project. It's called Off Script. And
Okay.
personally, I just wanted to peel the layers. Like I love Shrek and I watch it with my kids because ogres are like onions. I by that. I live by that. And I'm like, I'm finally peeling my layers and I'm gonna show the world my vulnerability. I'm gonna show
Yes.
the world like, hey, I'm not just a pretty face. I have demons like you do. I have insecurities like you guys do. I have dreams I want to pursue. I have challenges like the next person, but I'm not gonna let anything interfere with my success.
Okay. Period. I know that's right. Oh my gosh. So, okay. So during the time, which I found really interesting, and I know a lot of other people are like, So you mentioned during the time that you had put Click Click out, or at least worked on Click Click, you mentioned that you went through a hard, rough patch in your life. I mean, at the time you were homeless. So I gotta ask you, because if y'all heard the song and y'all seen her TikToks and reels, you wouldn't even be able to tell you were going through anything at that time because you were so energetic. It was crazy. I remember when I logged on, what happened, y'all? I was scrolling, but I wasn't really paying attention to social media. I was just kind of like watching TV. And I heard the song. I said, wow, that sounds like, oh my God, that's my girl. Like she got a new song. And I remember listening to it. And I said, oh, this is catchy. I like this. And I hit her up right away. I'm like, hey, can you sit down for the radio?
Yeah, you made my day because it was like, the reason behind this song. And, it's like when I wrote it, I would be honest, I worked on that song like 3 to 4 months because it just wasn't right. My
Mhm,
verses is always the strongest. It's
mhm.
the hooks. It's like we live in a world that has a short attention span. So
Yeah.
it's I had the hook, and being that my husband's a songwriter and a singer, I'm like, babe, something's missing. I'm like, I gotta gravitate multiple audiences, not just 30-year-olds, but
Mm,
kids can bop to this, older women can bop to this. And he was just like, babe, less is more. He was
mhm.
like, got a nice beat. Just make sure you put your own into it no matter what you do. You don't gotta overcomplicate things.
Yeah.
Came about. I sat on it probably for like 3 months, but I just performed it to see. Let's see if this is worth even investing in. Let's see if the world likes it. So it was like back to back from May of last year when my friend passed. I just did shows every single weekend nonstop. I said, this beats me going into a self destructive road because she was
Yeah.
the friend that whenever you dealt with something, she was just at your door. It was just
Oh,
bing, bing. Hey, sis, we about to get some food. We about to chill out, sip this wine. Why are you depressed? And
yeah.
I've had nobody go out of their way like that for me. So it hurts every day because it's like a piece of you is missing,
Yeah.
and but it gives me the ammunition to go hard because I know she will want that.
Yeah. Oh, that is so sweet. And I love that for y'all. Everybody needs that somebody, if not a couple people. But usually that somebody that, will just chill with you and cry with you if needed, hear your problems, just be that peace, for you. And I'm glad that you were able to have that experience with her. And to be honest with you, she's forever with you. You know what I mean? When you go through it, she's right there.
I appreciate that because so many of our close friends, they it was like a lot of, I don't want to say hatred, but it was when I first dropped it because it was like, why didn't you talk about Roe and why didn't you make it a tribute? And I'm like,
Wow.
my personal relationship with her, I feel like me and your friendship
Mhm.
behind closed doors, I'm gonna talk highly about you. When I'm around you, I'm gonna talk highly about you. So it's like our demeanor, our bond, people don't have to understand it. You and I 10 years, yeah, like 10 years in.
Yeah.
So it's like that's what I felt like her. What that song with her, I was like, that doesn't need to be explained. If she was here, she would get it. And she was a girly girl.
Ah,
One day with her, Monday she had curly hair. We said, girl, I got my hair done. By the time Wednesday hit, she got a bob, and I'm like, Rowena, what is you doing? And she's like, I had to get cute. I'm like, what did you get cute for? Just to sit in the house. I'm like, all right, whatever works, you know what I mean? And then I don't know,
Mhm.
just when I was thinking about her, keeping her memory fresh, I was like, that girl always had a new wig to go with the threads. And then became a hook. And I said,
Yeah.
what about?
That is so nice. See, and it's so funny. I'm so glad you brought that up because when I listen to it, I'm like, it could relate. It could relate to you too because every time I see Noni, she got a new wig, something, her hair different. I'm like, I can't keep up. Like,
You know,
and then, what's so funny, y'all? I'm at a moment of truth, and I gotta give her flowers because way back when I was rapping and I was heavy on rapping, me and her actually were shooting a video, a video in East Liberty. You know that? And I couldn't do makeup back then, y'all. Like, ignore right now, because like I told you, I'm going through it today. I ain't even got my lashes on, y'all. So don't.
girl bad.
But back then, I really couldn't do makeup, y'all. Like, it was bad. And she was like, "No, I got you. Like, I could do your makeup." And she did it so pretty. And ever since then, I was like, "Oh, I look good. Like, I'm bad. I need some more makeup." So, shout out to you because I feel like if it wasn't for that day, and I think it was like another time, I don't think I would really be in the makeup the way I am today. So shout out to you.
Means a lot. And I felt too, as Black women, I feel like we live in a world where they're so quick to judge you rather
Mhm.
collaborating and helping. And I remember you were so nervous. You were like, "Hey, I'm trying to do this on my own. I'm not trying to pay the next person $500 to $800 on visuals known and da da da." So when
Mhm.
you telling me, you was like, "How do you get it like this?" I said, "Boo, I'll pull up on you." You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I know, and you always supported me if the shoe was on the other foot. You know, my business, when I started my beauty business, you were the first customer, like, "Girl, I'm gonna need some lip gloss. I'm gonna need this. Can you deliver it?" I'm like, damn, she can't even wait on the shipping. I like this. Okay. Talk about support. So it goes both ways, you know?
Yes. Yes. And now I'm glad that you brought that up because I know a lot of people are like, what's going on with the beauty supplies? So, what happened with, your makeup business?
You want, I felt like I've outgrown it. I'm in a new chapter in my life where I want my brand a little more sophisticated and classy. You know, starting out, it was fun,
Yeah.
but it became how do you explain it? I'm already wearing a lot of hats, but it was like that became, anytime I feel if I got a person's money in jeopardy, I'm like, sure, let me take a pause. Shipping will become a day or two to, I'm running on fumes so bad it takes a week to ship somebody's stuff out. And
Yeah.
I didn't like that. You know, I said if anything becomes a distraction where the people who do invest in their, their funds, their love into me, and I'm not
Mhm.
my all, what's the point of doing this? So when
Yeah.
we got hit with the homelessness, I was devastated because it was just like, wow, I've lost everything. You know, my car, my home, my marriage was going through it, my pockets was going through it.
Yeah.
And just like I've lost a drive for everything but rapping, you
Yeah.
know. And now that I'm in a better headspace and been working on my mental health and simply just surrounding good people around me, I'm like, I can do it all. I'll do a lip gloss line, turn around and have lace front line next. You know what I mean? It's
Yep.
just, I feel the sky ain't even a limit for women like you and I, you
Yeah.
know?
Definitely. Oh, and I love that because I feel like you saying that lets people know that it's okay, to I wouldn't say outgrow something, but learn to grow from something. Because I think a lot of people get so stuck in, well, I started this, I have to finish this, there's no stopping. But it's like people have to start thinking, is it beneficial for you right now? Can you do what this needs to be done at this time?
I don't know how to accept failure. That's the biggest thing. Because even with you, look at, like, girl, you had a commercial and intros, and so I'm like, I'm watching the real, like, for Natalie Nunn and Zeus, like, you represent for us, you know what I mean? And it's like, first off, you're brave because so many people, I want to do this, I want to do that, but they don't realize the work you have to invest in, the money you have to invest in, the sleep
Ooh,
deprived nights. So
yeah.
people know you took hits where you're like, you had thousands of views to you had two. You
Hmm.
learn what to do differently. Okay, I know to market it. I know to be a little more consistent. I know to post and come up with a schedule for marketing and this and this and this. You know, it's like that's what I felt with my brand. I said my biggest thing I felt with my brand, I was too friendly. I just want them to like me. Here's some lip gloss. Here's some lip gloss. Losing inventory, try to be a good person. Now I'm the woman I am today. I'm like, I got a little balance, but that's $20.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And I gotta ask you because I'm so glad that you brought that up because especially because you're another female, because I don't think people realize, we have it hard as female artists. And I'm sure Noni can relate. It's so weird saying Noni now because I want to say Nani. I'm like, it's like, ugh. But with me and her, and I gotta get her opinion because for me, I feel like it's like dang you do and dang you don't. Let's say they want you as a female to be nice and outgoing and approachable, but the moment that you're too much of that, oh, you're doing too much. Oh, or once you, how do I put it? Me and Noni, for instance, we're nice people in general. So you either gonna get the nice side of us or we don't, bang with you. I'm gonna try to keep PG.
yeah.
So I feel like a lot of times people kind of get that mixed up with, oh, you're my friend. And it's like, no, we're just professional.
I think you saying that is like the biggest challenge I go through these whole 20 years of being a woman in this industry is a male dominated thing. So the biggest thing that drives me like crazy, where girl, I want to rip my hair out sometimes, is that these men, I don't know, I've never had it from a female. That's the funniest part. It's always these men that
Mhm.
will devalue me. It's like, oh, you're cute, but you'd be cuter if you showed a little more this and you did this, and you were like Little Kim, and you did this like Meg the Stallion. I've had someone bold enough to comment on one of my videos, my content, and he was like, "This is cute, but you're not Little Kim." And I said, "Cry face, cry face." I said, "You right, I'm Noni, nigga."
Yeah. Period.
With that, you right, I'm me. You
Yeah.
you either like it or you don't like it. I have my fan base. I have the ones that listen and I have the
Mhm.
ones that don't. And that's okay. That's everything in life. I don't like mustard. You may like mustard. You know what I mean? Maybe specific brand you like. You like Heinz. I don't like Heinz. You
Yeah.
know, that's life. And that's what I had to take a tap in the chin on the chin. Like, I'm not gonna change who I am and how God designed me. So it's your loss.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my biggest, and I know you had to deal with it. It's like you and I know how to keep it sexy and classy, but
Yeah.
you ain't gonna see us with, no rated R porn up,
Right.
especially if we're mothers. It's a way we represent ourselves. And my biggest thought is, it's like I could keep it sexy, but I don't want my son, my oldest, especially growing older, and he's like, Dad, Mom, your behind was all over the internet. Your hoo-ha was all over the internet. And some
Yeah.
of these women, I feel sometimes sorry for them because it's like I'll listen to their music and I'll be like, damn, you don't even gotta do all that. You're dope.
Exactly.
But sex sells, especially in an industry like this. And Biggie instilled in them Little Kim and take
Yeah.
this off and show a little nip and show a little coochie lip.
Mhm.
Works for her, but it doesn't work for me. And that's okay. I still
Yeah.
get women like that their flowers, but I try to hit it on the nail where it's like people like you and I can still get noticed by being ourselves and not reaching out of our element.
Yes, exactly. Yep. And I'm glad that you said that because I want to really stress that concern on other women as well. He shut out the Verge was private.
Oh,
um
get go not too long ago.
yeah, it's so funny. I see Verge all the time. But I'm glad you brought that up because I feel like you said the key word as a mother, and I feel like even if you're not a mother, us females have to do better with respecting ourselves, because I hear a lot of times we don't get the respect that we deserve. But are you showing your self respect before you're asking for it? Because, I feel like you dress the part, that's the attention you're going to grab. You know what I mean? Like if I go outside, yeah. Like if I go outside, or no, okay, let's say I go to the hospital, I'm dressed like a nurse. I guarantee you patients going to try to ask me questions. Why? Because I'm dressed for the part.
Mhm.
Like, or we can go worse. Like go to the strip club. I dress like that. I guarantee you I'm gonna get the attention I don't want. Why? Because I'm dressed like
And,
that.
and it's the thing is like I don't down anybody. You know what I mean? If that's what people do, that's what they do. Whatever grab to take their attention. But I've known and I've realized and I've had it said to me from my father, who taught me how to rap at a young age. He told me, baby, you're either going to sell out or be okay with a lot of people not liking you, because you're safe with your identity. It's going to rub a lot of people the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather ruffle feathers. At least I can die with my dignity.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. And you have done just that. Like she mentioned, y'all, if you're not familiar with Noni, like she said, she carries herself with class. I never personally worked with her where I would say she was unprofessional ever. And I'm not saying that just from like a friend standpoint. I'm saying that as a real standpoint, because that's what it is. I feel like personally, if anybody doesn't vibe with or like Noni, there's something wrong with you, because she's just the sweetest person ever.
Oh, thank
Yes.
I
You're welcome.
that. I try to be. I'm like a Sour Patch Kid. You go suck a little sugar off. I'm cool.
Yes, you is cool and you're super talented. And now I do want to play click click for y'all. But before we get into that, I want to talk about this upcoming showcase you got coming up.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. I can't stop cheesing. Um, so we are having a showcase next Saturday at the Forge here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, located in Homestead. We got a lot of different artists from all over coming. I've got vendors coming from DC. I got artists coming from Ohio, Johnstown, PA. Shout out to one of my close friends, Sid K. She's coming, and she's driving to come out here to perform next week. And it's very rewarding, because when it first started, like me and my friend Chalk, we go back like 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been there through like the thick and thin. I don't even call him a friend. That's my brother. That's somebody that if you fight, he fighting, I'm fighting. You know what I mean? And I love that we're kind of raising our kids together, and he kicks it with my husband and I kick it with his girl and stuff. And it's like, when I don't know, it's just randomly we go to a lot of these shows and we'll pick what's wrong. We know you have your little back door when you cock your little mess. Me and bro in the car just smoking on little, he'll just tell me like, sis, I would have done this differently if it was my event. I would have ran it like this. I would have started on time. I would have valued the artistry. So I told him, bro, you always do shows in the past. Why don't we mix what I know, what you know, collaborate with people who have the same interests, and let's make this thing happen. So I was in here in my room, and I just picked a random date that we were all on 5-way. And I'm like, we're picking a date, it's random, and we're going to take a leap of faith. So everyone, how about April? How about May? How about this? I'm like, look, this needs to come soon when the weather break out. I said, what about March 22nd? It's on a Saturday. Gives me a reason to show a little skin, take off my coat, and look cute. And then everybody agreed, and we just been grinding and grinding and grinding until, next week I got talented artists coming in. I think the biggest thing that's rewarding is like, and I'm getting teary-eyed, all these people are coming out because they believe in my vision.
Yes.
Like, I'm sorry.
Oh, she gonna make me cry.
It's like coming from an upbringing, not being popular, being bullied and nobody noticed you. So many eyes, and it's the right attention.
Right.
Artists contacted me. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to perform again. I haven't performed in years. I'm making my comeback with you, so it touches me that I can be a template for other people to believe in their dreams, especially us as mothers. People put down a microphone because they're moms.
Yeah.
It's really, really hard.
It's
really hard to balance this thing called life.
It really is. And honestly, it's your motivation. Yeah, I mean, not only just to me, but I know to other people, because everything you've been through. I mean, there's times when I go through something. I am a little brat, y'all, but there's times when I go through something that ain't the end of the world, but you would have thought I was dying. And when I hear stories like yours and a lot of other people's, I'm just like, I'm telling myself, like, girl, shut up, because there's people going through worse and they keep pushing. So you have to keep pushing. And like she said, it is rough, you guys, because if you I can't even say if you are living in this world right now and you live this thing called life, you know exactly what we talking about.
I wouldn't say your pain, sis. What may be a big deal to you and it's not to others, it's a
Mhm.
big deal to you. You know what I mean? You deal with a lot, and I commend you. You're very, very strong. You know what I mean? And like I said, you're brave
Thank
because look at where you started to now. Look at all this.
you.
You know what I mean?
Thank
And you
you.
up to the naysayers. You could have gave up to the people that I'm gonna get an interview and then don't come through for you. You didn't. You just applied a little more pressure. You know.
I appreciate that. And I want to say shout out to you. Everybody don't know this part, but you're about to. So her being as sweet as she has the uncut jams coming up with her and Chop. And she actually asked me, to be one of the vendors there. However, I did not, and I'll tell you why I did not. And I didn't tell her this technically. I just told her I want to enjoy myself. But to be honest with you, yes, I want to enjoy myself and celebrate her. That was my whole thing. I want to give her her flowers and actually show up for her because, as she mentioned, she came to the hospital when I had my baby. She was there for me when, I was doing my music stuff. And at that time, she wasn't like, oh, yeah, it's about me too. No, she was like, it was about you. So the way that I feel is you have something so amazing going on. This is about you. And me personally, I just want to be there to, to have a cheers with you and turn up.
Girl, you gonna make me cry again. I wasn't even trying to cry on this live. You got me all bushy. I'm a gangster. But oh, I'm over here because it's just I didn't expect all this greatness. I just took a leap of faith and I was just like, don't get me wrong, we have our doubts. I'm like, all this ain't gonna be messing with me. Like, shout out to Boogie Baby. I used to be so intimidated by her. When I first seen her on the stage, I said,
Mhm.
she looked like she could kick my ass. I'm gonna time go by and it was like me and you were talking and I felt personally you referred her because you was like, yeah, she's professional, she'll show up on time, known, and da 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 da. And I'm like, okay, I trust your word for it because you're a businesswoman.
Mhm.
So I contacted her, and I'm like, hey, I would like to add you to the lineup. I hear nothing but good things. Tara be saying nothing but good things about you, and
Mhm.
that's professional, and you're actually an artist. You love what you do. And by the grace of God, we sat there and built a rapport, and it's just beautiful. All these Black women being able to collaborate with one another and share
Mhm.
these gifts and talents. You
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be. I'm flying in from Philly. I'm coming in. Chop's family's coming, and it's just really rewarding because it's like, wow, this just was an idea because me and Bro was disappointed at the last few shows we did. We participated in, and then we became the most talked about recently, and it's scary though because when it's just like I'm coming, where's it at, da, 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 you got like these butterflies. It's like not a bad scary, but you're like, I just want everybody to have a good time. I hope the food's good. I hope people don't think $20 is a lot. Like that's where my mind be. My heart's so big. I think of stuff where even like building a rapport with Boogie, she'd be like, girl, if you don't get out your damn head, let's do this. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm grateful for people like her, like you. Anytime you'll message me and be like, "Girl, if you don't get out your head, like, what's up?" You
Yes.
last how many years? Like, if like you, even with the business, she was like, "Girl, what happened to the business? I want some lashes." So I was like, "Damn."
Yes. Yeah,
But
Shaw, because listen, once I support, and I know sometimes I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I'm not a person that can message somebody every day. It's not that I forget, I just be busy. Sometimes I forget to even be like, Tara, are you okay today? Like it be like that.
it's hard to what I realized because I added this job. I love the job because girl, I'm a security officer. I don't gotta do nothing.
Mhm.
Girl, I just
Period.
go rounds and look cute. So, I like it because it's been making me feel like I have a life outside my children, and I've sacrificed that. They're old enough where they can speak, communicate with me. But I've always said to my husband, I'll go back in a world when my babies is able to face the world. So it's like,
Mhm.
I don't want to go back to work, somebody harm my daughter who's on the spectrum and she can't verbally tell me.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, wow, I'm able to work, provide, be able to have money where I'm like, I hit a shout out to my engineer brother Mans. I'll shout out Manny and be like, bro, you busy today? Let's do something, and it feels good. It felt good to be able to contact you and like, sis, let's get the ball rolling with this. And I was like, the 15, I know you look like, girl, that's far out. I was like, I'm gonna make sure I ain't missing this. Give me
Yup. No, for real. I was so excited when she messaged me, y'all. I forgot what I was doing. I don't think I was feeling good that day, y'all. And I heard my phone all day, ding, ding, ding. And I'm like, not today. And I happened to look, I don't know what it was. She dinged me. Something told me, look at your phone. And it said, no need. I said, ooh, what's going on? Like, and when she told me, I'm like, let's do it.
I'm excited, girl. It was so funny because I just got in the house and
Mhm.
I went to the hair store, not for me this time, but my daughter, she started getting into the mollies and the beach. She's so girly like us. I love it. I wanted a
Yes.
daughter since I was like 9 years old. I was like, I had a daughter. So I was in a hair store and I'm looking at the time and I'm cussing my husband out. It's 7:23. He's like, nigga, you don't want in the store taking long. It ain't me. I'm the one driving. Get your butt in the car. And I'm like, I'm about to do Sarah J stuff. All right, let me hurry up. Let me get in the door. So we couldn't find nowhere to park where we live because it's St. Patrick's Day. These people are
Ooh.
drunk. They are out of their minds.
Yeah, I
So
forgot about that.
like, this means so much to you. I'm gonna go park the car. You take the kids in the house and you hop on Tara's show. I'm like, yeah, you do that. And from parking the car.
Oh my gosh. Well, shout out to him. He a real one.
I was like, I ain't missing this. I love you.
Yes. I was a little worried because I'm like I told y'all, she's super professional. So I'm like, okay, she got this. She got this. But I'm like, she okay?
Girl, my phone was dead soon as you hit me. I was like, I'm logging in right now, girl. I ain't get a chance. Glue no lashes on, hit a little contour. I'm like, this is love. I love you because I ain't hit no gloss.
That was definitely me, y'all. I was literally on a call with somebody. Today has just been whew, but I was on a call with somebody, and then I'm like, yeah, okay, yup, I got you. I'm sitting there trying to hurry up and do my face real quick.
Girl, I started getting cute for this job. I was so pissed because my first day I was in my bag, girl. I went in there like I was one of Tyra Banks models or something. Girl, I go up in there, say what type of job it was. I'm like, I didn't wasted 3 pounds in makeup for this. Are you kidding me? He's like, yeah, you can just order your DoorDash and sit at the desk and then you do your rounds and then you're back at the desk. And I'm like, bro, it took me 3 hours to do this. That's gonna work. And I'm just plain face, and it's been in a way helping me
Yeah.
because I've always been I gotta be in my bag. I gotta make sure makeup's on. I've been this year, and it's funny how long people can see their worth. It's like I've seen my worth in other areas,
Yep.
but this year I look in the mirror and I'm like, you are really beautiful, Simone. I talk to myself. I'm like, Simone, you're beautiful. You're smart. The same that I instill in my kids. I started pep
Mhm.
talking myself.
As you should. As you should, because I mean, not to fluff it up or anything, but listen, us women, not just me and you, but a lot of other women are beautiful. And I feel like it's the same thing with the industry, how you feel like like you said, oh, you got to look like this person and that person. But no, God made everybody different for a reason, for you to stand out for who you are. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's so many beautiful Black women out here. We got to embrace our beauty.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
one person who's been giving me a little hope in the industry, I like Dochi.
I do like Dochi.
I like her. I
Me
like
too.
her. I was just like, I like anybody that steps outside the box and they create their own.
Yeah.
You Because people, she's weird. I'm like, she may not think she's weird. That's just how y'all view her.
Right.
People probably
Exactly.
think you weird right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
Yeah.
every perspective in this industry. Like I said, if it's gonna be people that love it, it's gonna be people that hate it.
Exactly. Look, whether you love or hate it, life goes on.
So you doing something right.
Yeah, literally. And you got to keep that attitude. So let's say, because we're going to get into click. I know y'all going to kill me. We're about to get into it. Don't be yelling at me now. But before we get into it, let's say there was another female artist in the game and she was imagine everything you went through. She hasn't went through it yet, but you feel like she's about to if she don't go deal with things a certain way. So what would your advice be to her on how to tread lightly in this music industry?
Never lose sight of who you are. Never,
Mm,
never lose sight of the mission. You know what I mean? I feel with this industry, everybody tries to share goals when that's not. I heard this joke. It was so funny. It was like, I told God my plans and he laughed. you know. And that's what I feel with everything, whether it's music, whether it's a 9 to 5, whatever applies to life. I
mhm,
would tell that young lady, stay true to yourself, never lose sight of who you are, and gravitate to the people that truly value your artistry. It's not
mhm.
going to pull teeth to come to a show and pay $15, $20. It's not going to pull teeth if you got a single dropping at midnight. They love you enough to stream it and share it.
Yep.
People, it's all these things. And
Yep.
I tell that young lady, like, tread lightly because this industry will try to deteriorate you and make you into somebody you're not. And I've had times I started rapping about things that wasn't even me. I was like, this don't even sound right. I'm a suburbs chick raised by mom and dad, nothing but 4 brothers, you know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like I started becoming somebody else trying to fit in that everyday box. Now,
Mhm.
point, I'll drop something and I'm like, I don't care. Y'all like it. I like it. It's a bop. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I agree with you. And I'm glad that you actually brought that up because I feel like that's really important when it comes to not only females, but males. You have to watch and you have to watch. Like she said, don't let it make you something you're not. And it's so easy to say, oh, I won't. I mean, no, it will. And
Feel is like when I'm sorry to cut you off,
mm,
especially when you're down bad. I've had people with labels, oh, we want to sign you. And I was looking bad around that time. I'm like, just lost my job. This is happening. This is happening. It is so hard not to sell out when the world is already beating your ass for real.
yeah.
And like even with my content, I'll be like, damn, that girl got 10K just for shaking that ass. I got 10 likes. You know what I mean? But I realized with consistency, that 10 became 20, that 20 became 100, that 100 became 1,000. And
Yeah.
it's all about consistency and making your mark in this world. It's like I'm gonna make my mark, and y'all. I feel my mindset. Anytime I hit a stage, anytime I do a feature,
Hmm.
anything that I touch, I'm like, you're gonna remember my name.
Yeah.
You're gonna remember me.
Yeah, definitely. And you got to leave your mark, you got to make sure you leave your mark. You let them know who you are. And the best part is that I need people to realize too is you got to stop worrying about who liked what and this person didn't like this because there's so many times, at least that I will say from personal experience, I have dealt with. I'm like, I'm not getting any likes. I'm wasting my time. And then I go outside and people are like, yo, that's Hot XX Mag. And I'm like, who are you?
And
Wait,
I
who are you?
see it. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, they're not gonna like it. They want you to win, just they don't want you to win over them. They don't want you to prevail. So it's like I've had a lot of people where it's like, oh no, you doing your thing and I love your music.
Hmm.
Out uncut gems. Uh, I'll try. You're gonna have to remind me. I don't remind them. You gonna see. You gonna see that all these beautiful people came out and enjoyed themselves, and
Yep.
that's really an opportunity you missed out on. I don't move off a competitive mindset. I
Right.
told everybody who's involved in this. I said everyone gets the spotlight. I'm not for no ego. I'm not for this person trying to step on this person's toes because every artist in this lineup is different. So I can't sit there and say I'm better than Tara. Tara's better than me. We are two different artists.
Exactly.
We both black women, but you may be talking about this while I'm talking about this. You can't. I feel you can't compare people when they're in two different lanes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah. And I do want to say shout out to I hate to say it like this because it sounds so bad, but I don't mean it any harm, y'all. But I do want to say shout out to us female artists in the city like me and Noni and Boogie and all of us that were performing back then because no matter and Pretty Chrissy, because you couldn't tell us anything to turn us against each other. We were like, man, you crazy, get up out of here,
Pretty
back then.
love Pretty Chrissy. I like Lisa Lee's. I love the fact she's a mom too.
Yes.
Seen her. I'm not gonna front. I seen her in person. We was at Rainbow. I love me
Yeah,
some girls,
me
especially
too.
seeing her. I was like, damn, she's pretty. You know.
Mhm.
And then my second thought was like, you doing the damn thing and you a mom like me. So what's stopping me and why am I in my head when you're simply a template for us women who can do it? And
Mhm.
why is a baby stopping us or children stopping us when we could leave this our generational wealth for them? Like
Mhm.
dead and gone, your baby has all this, sis, and then his kids, and it just keeps going because you were brave enough to make that mark.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, no, I do want to say huge shout out to Lisa Lee. Shout out to you. You know, all the mothers out there doing, especially Lisa Lee. Whew, listen, she's a wonderful woman. If you don't know her, get to know Lisa Lee.
She nearly cussed my butt out. She's like, "When are you gonna come to my events?" I'm like, "Sis, I'll be busy, but I got you. I promise."
Yep, that's her. Yeah. And it's so funny because she means it with all love.
You do. That's what I felt like. It was just like, when we gonna be in the same room together, other than rainbow, And I'm just like, sis, I got you. I got you. Now I'm learning to kind of balance things. I've been learning to say no now so I can have room. Like,
Mhm.
people will try to call me. I'm just like, do I want to deal with this? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
even like Bookie Baby, she's been teaching me little things. She be like, "Sis, you don't gotta entertain this, the clowns of the circus. Like,
Mm-mm.
you dealing with a lot, you got enough on your plate." She was like, "Sis, who cares what this person over here to the left is saying? Because the people to the right love you."
Right.
And I'm thankful for her. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for different women that, like I said, y'all made y'all marks where I honestly admire y'all and I follow y'all and I watch y'all steps and I'm like, "Oh, that's a cool idea. Let me try that." It's dope.
I appreciate you so much. And
Oh,
it's kind of when you're in the wave. I'm so focused on my mission and also helping others. Sometimes I don't realize the impact it could give off, because you're so tunnel vision all the time. I'm like this 24/7.
you
Yeah. So even
enough because of how this world highlights she ain't popping unless you get 10 mil.
right.
And some of these people that get like 1,000, likes, I'm like, they're better than the industry niggas for
Yeah.
real. I'll listen to some people and be like, all we need to do is push that individual and they could be up there. That's why
Yep.
I cut jams. Forget us going to this place and this place. Let's try to get a platform. Let's go to Atlanta to be heard. No, let's make Pittsburgh, Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh, New York.
Yep.
Let's make Pittsburgh, Los Angeles.
Yep.
That's people's problem. Is like here, they'll throw an event in it. I think they move off greed more. If anything, I'm gonna make good money because everybody gonna be drunk and we gonna turn up. And I'm like, what did you leave people with at the end of the day? What can they learn from it? What did you leave them with? I want
Mhm.
this show to be 10, 15, 20 years from now. They're like, yo, that little chick Noni gave me a shot that other people didn't care to give me.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
that's
Yeah.
all it's for.
Definitely, definitely. Now, for the people who tuned in late or maybe didn't hear it at the beginning, tell them again when your event is, where, and how they can pop out and show some love.
What's up, beautiful people? My event is next Saturday, March 22nd. It's at the Forge Wine Bar in Homestead, here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tickets right now were only $15, and I know people's taxes didn't hit. So you feel me? I'm like, when I know them people taxes didn't hit. So I'm like, $15, reserve your ticket. You get food, and it's food that honestly me and my husband are making out of love. Like he's good at he has so many hats too, but the thing that gets on my nerves with my husband when I just want to his neck, he don't see his fullest potential. Like anytime he cooks, it's like you could be in a grouchy mood. You come over here, you're like, "What was that mad about? That chicken was fire." So I told him, I said, "Baby, that's a gift."
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Oh, I don't know, babe. I just be cooking." I'm like, "Babe, that's a gift." And I watch him cook. He smiles when he's adding the season, when he's stirring the collard greens. And I said, "That's the one I want to cook for my event." So when I
Mm-hmm.
told him about it, he was in his head, "I don't know if people's gonna like it. That's a lot of people. Why me?" I said, "Why not you?" And
Yeah.
that you start with this, you may not have to work a 9 to 5 ever again in your life
Right.
because your wife instilled at you now. You
Mm-hmm.
know?
Yeah. Listen, my big bag self be there, and I mean, come with my fork. I'm ready.
Try to see the there, girl, because it's like hosted and then performing. My mind is like, how am I going to be a big back and not itis? Where we on stage, like, coming to the stage. I'm ready. Oh,
I cannot wait. I know. And I got another event right after I got a host. I'm gonna be just like you, like I'm full. I cannot wait. Oh my gosh. Red Bull me
I love
up.
hair color though. That's beast. Because everybody, and when you said it was gray, I was like, I didn't see chicks wear gray, and I'd be like, oh God, they look like Granny Margaret. But girl, I seen it and it your complexion like pop, and then the way you did your music, I say your music, your makeup, you had highlight, with your cheekbones or something. And I was like, oh, she's wearing blue, a bright color. And I was kind of like a proud parent because you saying that, like, look, girl, you got me makeup. When I see you, I was like, I caught it. I was like, now that's some shit I will wear. You looking good, girl. Like,
Thank you.
adds so much. You got a pretty face. That's why when you was like, girl, I don't got my lashes. I'm like, girl, I think you're beautiful without it, really.
Oh, thank you.
Trouble, girl.
Girl, because after this, I gotta go to shoot or something. I'm about to put these lashes on. Follow, okay?
It's bad for next Saturday because I got these ones. Lashes is expensive for the
They
cute
are.
for the cute ones, girl. These little lashes, I think it's expensive. It's $8.99.
Oh,
But it was like the real hairs and the fluff and I sat there was like, look, I usually get $1.99 lashes. For the show, I'll go up $5.
okay. No, for real. They is expensive. Like, my God.
$6.99, $8.99. I say, ooh.
Man, them things will be on for a minute. Yo, I really be like that. Like, nah, heck no. I'll be playing. I'll be like, oh, that was $8. All right, so I gotta wear this 8 times. Bet.
I know it 16 most, 16 times.
Okay. Oh my gosh, y'all. As y'all can see, it's always a vibe when we come live. Make sure y'all pop out March 22nd. She got the uncut jams. I'll be in the building. You got a couple other vendors in the building. It's finna be lit and crazy. Like, I'm super excited. But before we go, do you have any special shout outs you want to give?
Shout out really to my father because my dad is my biggest fan, and I'm really nervous because I wrote a song about probably 3 months to him and nobody heard it but really Chop, of course, because he's my management, my engineer, and then my husband and him. And when I wrote this song, I called my dad, like, he's my biggest critic because growing up, if you sucked, he would tell you that. Like, you write something down, he's like, you could have went harder than that. You know, DG, what are you doing? He used to cry. Says I used to forget this rap stuff. I don't even want to do it. This is your dream. Oh, girl. Now I thank him because it's like, be like, wow, I'm pretty darn good, and it's like when I wrote his song, I was just like, Dad, check your email. So when he got the song, he calls me a week or two later. He's like, I can't hear your song anymore. And I'm like, what's wrong? What I do? And he's like, I cry every time I hear it. So I told Q, I was like, that's how I want to start my set, telling everybody how we got started.
Yeah.
Yeah. To my mom, my dad, my mom's crazy butt too. My mom, my dad, they count as one. Really shout out to my best friend Chop, Michael Weasel. He's my mastering engineer. He's a really great man inside and out. And truth be told, without these individuals in my life, I don't think I'd be the woman I am today. Shout out to my homie, Rojo Inferno. He recently came into my life and he's taught me to put a pep in my step and not be afraid to do it. It's like, I love this fiery confidence he has. And he's shown me like, there ain't nothing about, it's nothing cocky about loving yourself and knowing what you bring to the table. So that's my Uncut Gems crew. Of course, shout out to my husband and my babies. But, that's my crew. And it's like, we wouldn't have made this happen if it wasn't for them. If it wasn't artists, if it wasn't for people like you, sis, believing in me that I could do this. Because I had plenty of days I called Chop like, I don't even want to do this anymore. And he's like, we're 2 weeks away. We're doing this shit. We're doing it. So.
You got this. Y'all got this. Okay.
I'm excited. I just want to eat, girl.
Me
I'm
too.
cool. I just want to eat. Just trying to balance it. Like maybe I have a little bit mac and cheese, hit the stage, nibble a little bit again, hit the stage, nibble a little bit, and then when we going, I just you know.
No, but for real, definitely got to get y'all grub on. That's
Girl.
gonna be exciting. I'm super, super excited. I'm ready to click my own way down to the forge. Okay, I'm ready. Yes. Hey, Landis, which vibing?
Hey, what's up, man? Or
Definitely like, share, subscribe.
I don't want to say man and then it's a woman and then I don't
It's
want
a man. Yeah.
okay. Shut up, bro.
Yes. Y'all, I think y'all should definitely work. I think y'all could do some dope things.
Man, add me on the gram, y'all, too. One, literally the one, and then the N and only Noni. Cause I like to, oh my goodness, everybody. I'm like, I know y'all see me on live messaging me about the show. Everybody like, I sent my set list tonight, sis. I got you. I'm like, I'm on live. You hit me after this.
Okay.
I love it. I love
Yes.
it. It could be the opposite, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Now, the time that y'all all have all been waiting for, sheesh, because y'all yelling at me and stuff. We're going to get into click while we hit up out of here. Make sure that y'all go ahead, tune in, to everything that she got going on. Make sure that y'all follow her on social media, okay, especially on Instagram. Emphasis on Instagram. And come on out March 22nd to Uncut Jams at the Forge. Y'all don't want to miss out. Y'all better click y'all way on down there. Stop playing. Listen, y'all. We're going to vibe out real quick with Noni. Click. Let's get it.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Cash out, go ding ding. Big account going up and go ching ching ching. Got a new wig to go with the threads. Got my soul like a bling bling blink. Cash out, go ding ding. Big account going up and go ching ching ching. Got a new wig to go with the threads. Got my soul like a bling bling bling. Take a pic, click click, little bit. 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 Niggas are clowns. I do not partake in they circus. History knows we get some calls. Here's the spotlight, now you're wicked. I am exhausted of what the garbage. Why do they call themselves artists? Nigga, I pull up, niggas are losers. Never crush stress with my shoes up. Never that. Goddamn, got them bothered. All of these hoes on up like a barber. Run them up. They running, they mouth can't water. I'm writing these lines like an author. I ball at the mall. And I'ma disperse with this paper. If they talk about your life, you're doing it right. That's how you know you got haters. I don't miss in my outfits when they wish step blink. I don't miss in my outfits when they wish. Got my soul icicle bling bling. Take a pic, click, little bit. 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 Take a pic, click, little bit.
Hey. That's that song right there.
Oh, thank you, sis.
You're welcome. That's my song. I'm over here, my bed.
Thank you,
Not my
girl.
fault, niggas do the most. Somebody come get their man.
I just write them down. I like, I can't wait till my album's done. I just can't wait.
It's coming.
Oh, I'm so excited because, girl, I'm a hit. I swear, I got some songs where, like, some of my friends was like, "You really sound like a man hater. Like, what was you going through around the time?"
Oh no.
Like, I
Oh,
just
my God.
talk a little crap. That's it.
Oh man.
Oh, thank you, Landis, right? Thank
Yep.
you, man. Appreciate that. Send me a request, please, so we can collab, so we can keep in touch. I appreciate the genuine love and support from each and every one of you guys tuning in with me, sis. And if you guys are trying to be a guest on my sis's show, She does not disappoint. Get at her.
Thank you. Yes, you guys, and make sure that y'all go hit up my good sis Noni. Check out her new song. Make sure y'all go ahead and stream that. Go click on her social media, listen to her songs, and pop out March 22nd, or I ain't talking to y'all no more. Period. I told y'all I'm a brat sometime. I'm sorry. But for real, come out March 22nd with us. That's it for you guys. Yeah, for sure, girl. You already know the vibes. And we'll be talking before that too, because I got something else in mind. So we'll be talking.
Sure, girl. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Of course, anytime, y'all, and anytime to you as well. Make sure that y'all go ahead and follow my girl Noni on social media. Y'all already know it's your girl Terry J. Make sure that y'all follow me, but don't follow me till y'all follow her, or don't follow me. I mean, it's one or the other.
I know, right? Follow us both, or you lame if you ain't following.
That part. So make sure y'all follow us. Pop out with us March 22nd. We out here. This is it for tonight, you guys. Make sure if y'all driving, y'all get home safe. If you're going out tonight, be safe. And that's it, you guys. Peace.